Today we are at the Hyatt Centric, Victoria Harbour in Hong Kong.
We're super excited to be here. It reopened back in August of 2019, and we're so excited to tell you all about it. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Max.
I'm Marin.
And we're Voyager Crew. We post weekly videos with travel tips, hotel reviews, and videos from some of our favorite destinations around the world. So, if you don't already, consider subscribing. So if you like this video and find it useful, be sure to hit the thumbs up and be sure to leave us any comments or feedback in the comment section below. We love hearing from people about where they like to go, what their favorite places are in the cities that we visit, and where our next destination should be. So be sure to leave some comments and we'll definitely get back to you. One thing we want to throw out there is a lot of our stays are hosted. However, this stay we did book on our own through Hyatt. This is in no way associated with Hyatt and these opinions are our own. We're big Hyatt fans. We have the Hyatt credit card, which we can tell you a lot more about during the course of this review and you can also read about on our blog. But we're here at another Hyatt, which if you follow us, you'll know is something that happens quite a bit. So we're excited to tell you all about our stay here at the Hyatt Centric.
Our first category is location. Location we rate 4 stars. We are in what's considered North Point, which is kind of a new neighborhood in Hong Kong. It's about 30-35 minutes from the airport. It costs about $40 in an Uber late at night when we did arrive around 8 p.m. And it's right across the street from a metro station.
Yeah, it's a pretty great location. It's right on the waterfront. It's not quite where the main hotel center is, which is in City Center, a little further down the river. But the views are phenomenal from the hotel. You're able to see across the river at night. It's absolutely gorgeous. Everything lit up.
Yeah, it is a super accessible location. It just is a bit farther out from Central, downtown, and Kowloon.
Our second category is lobby and check-in.
Lobby and check-in, we rate 5 stars. The Hyatt Centric, when we arrived, has a lobby area. However, it's also connected to the North Point Mall. So when you arrive, the bellman take you up to either the second floor, which is the hotel lobby, or if you're a club guest like we are, because we booked a suite for 21,000 Hyatt points, which was a bit of a mistake fare. More about that later. But we were escorted up to the 22nd floor of the West Tower by a bellman, and the whole experience was really nice.
Yeah, so if you're familiar with Hyatt at all, they do have lounges at a lot of their properties, including Regencies, Grands, and some of the Centric properties. They do have club access at a lot of their different brands, but that club access does range and vary quite a lot. So it was really interesting at this particular Centric to be checked in through the club access.
It was actually amazing, and we arrived at about 7:57, so when we got to the 22nd floor lounge, they hurried us in to get food after our insanely long flight from LA before they shut down at 8 o'clock. She had champagne with us. She also gave us some extra wine just before the bar closed, and it was just a really great experience.
Yeah, Uji, who checked us in, was very insistent that don't sit down at the check-in desk, just go grab a table at the lounge, get comfortable, get some food, we'll take care of everything else. The dinner service was about to close, so they wanted to make sure that we were able to get comfortable, get some drinks, get some food, stack up on extra rations.
Yes.
I think she understood right away. She looked at me and she was like, oh,
that man needs a drink.
That guy needs to drink a little bit. We had just gotten off a 15-hour flight on Hong Kong Airlines, which if you haven't seen our review yet, go check it out. Hong Kong Airlines is about to go bankrupt, so go check out what it's like to fly on a bankrupt airline.
And the best part was we handed our passports in when we walked in. We didn't even need to give a credit card because it was already on my Hyatt profile. So we really just kind of walked in, had a glass of champagne, stocked up on pasta, and had a really good check-in experience.
Our third category is rooms.
Rooms we rate 4 stars. Overall, we're kind of obsessed with this room. We actually booked a king suite. Again, it was 21,000 points. It is their second highest suite type. We got a little bit lucky with their reservation system getting situated when they just opened the property. So we got a great steal at 21,000 points. This room does seem to range quite a bit from $300+. It is basically 2 standard rooms knocked together. So the size is really nice for the 2 of us. I will say the rooms in general seem on the smaller side.
Yeah, it appears what they did when they made these rooms was they took 2 standard rooms and made one half of the room the kind of living room area that we're situated in right now, and one half the bedroom. So if you're in a typical standard room, what you'll have is really only one half of this. Now, the rooms are small, which in a lot of cities in Asia, and in particular Hong Kong, you will find smaller rooms. However, I think in the category of hotels that it's in, I would say that these rooms are a little bit on the smaller side.
That being said, The style, the decor, the comfort of the room is insane. And honestly, the lighting here is some of the best we've ever seen.
Yeah, in general, throughout this hotel, lighting is incredible. They've done such a good job with recessed lighting, accent lighting, a lot of things that just really tone it up, and I've really enjoyed pretty much everything in this room.
Yeah, and the toiletries are served in the larger containers. They were full when we got here. Everything except for the lotion is in a small bottle, which is kind of a nice keepsake, which I absolutely love. They also have a full mini bar, complimentary Nespresso coffee, and of course we had access to the club lounge.
They also have one of the coolest hot water heater pots that I've ever seen. So they have obviously Nespresso for those coffee lovers, but also because they're catering to a lot of the more Chinese and Asian travelers, they have teas, and they have a little teapot that looks like a teapot, but it's actually a hot water kettle. And I thought that was kind of a cool touch.
And I will say they've added a lot of really nice Asian touches in terms of like the art that they have, and on the door with the sliding pocket door, there's a cool little Asian art symbol, that coffee kettle. Everything is very cool and very well done in a very modern way.
And the last thing to mention about the room is the showers.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And there's also 2 of them, by the way, in the suite.
Yeah, in this suite, because they modified it from 2 standard rooms, one interesting thing that they did was they left 2 basically identical bathrooms, which is kind of an interesting way to have done it, but it was really convenient for us because we had just gotten off this 16-hour flight. We both wanted to shower. We were able to do it separately, and the rain shower is just this like cascading down heavy water pressure. It was honestly one of the best showers that we've had in any hotel room in a long time. It was incredibly comfortable. Our 4th category is service.
Service we rate 5 stars. From the moment we got here, wow, it has been exceptional. People are not only polite, but they have such a refined service that it's been a really interesting experience. Yeah,
they have a lot of the things that they take a lot of time for people to learn at hotels, where the management has clearly gone through the trouble of training very small details so that the staff is aware of pretty much everything. If somebody gets in the elevator with you, they're very good about holding the button, asking you for your floor, making sure you don't have to get your key out to be able to go to the floor. They're very diligent about all those small touches.
The lounge service was amazing. They all seem like kind of concierge types of people as well. So when we asked about a camera store, the guy went and looked one up, printed out the details, including the opening hours and how to get there. They're all just really sweet.
Another thing about the service at the lounge, this morning at breakfast, Kyle came up to us. The first thing he asked us was, hey, what are you planning on doing today? And since we had arrived last night at 6 p.m. and had absolutely no idea because we'd just gotten off this insanely long flight, we were clueless, and we were like, well, I don't know, what are we supposed to do? He's like, let me get you a map, I'll show you a couple places around. And he was just so nice about it, and as Maren said, then he went above and beyond by printing out some stuff for us.
Yeah, it was really helpful. And another note about service was we did mention that it was a bit of an anniversary trip. Last year we were in Asia, we got married, went to the Maldives for our honeymoon. So we're kind of excited to live that anniversary experience. And they decorated the bed so beautifully with rose petals and love balloons, and they had a little sweet treat waiting for us.
Our 5th category is dining.
Dining, we can't say too much about the restaurants because we haven't been there, because the lounge service was just so good, and we rate it 4 stars.
The lounge service here is really incredible, and as we mentioned before, a lot of other Hyatts have lounges. However, it's never really something that you feel like, oh, that's gonna be my meal for the day, I can rely solely on that. They have wine hours and they have snacks. They have a breakfast that's kind of self-serve and has a pretty good selection. But this Hyatt Centric, the lounge is incredible. They had somebody making omelets and eggs. Pancakes,
noodles.
Yeah.
I mean, everything.
They had dumplings, they had a selection of croissants and all kinds of
amazing.
Food. Yeah, and the bacon was unbelievable. So in general, the lounge food has been really good. And even last night when we arrived, we had really hearty food.
Yeah.
Noodles.
It's all you needed for dinner and breakfast if you're looking to save a couple bucks on the restaurant.
And they had a great salad selection as well. Yeah. And of course, the wine and booze, that was all free. So it was a really great way to have that food. I think the only reason that we rated a 4 is, the quality is pretty good. It's obviously not 5-star in the lounge. I think a lot of their other restaurants probably do have that. But just based on our experience, we can't rate it any higher than that, just because that was our only experience with the hotel so far. Our 6th category is facilities.
Facilities were at 5 stars. We have been so impressed with pretty much everything on this property, including the pool. They have a full locker room, which is really just like a spa room, where they have a steam, a sauna. They have incredible showers with the rain shower like we have in our room. I mean, it's overall just really incredible.
Yeah, when we stay at a lot of hotels, sometimes hotels will give you access to their spa area, which is nice because you get to use some of the amenities. Here, what they call kind of the pool locker room area, almost basically is a spa. You have the sauna, the steam room, all of that, and then the gym has this incredible view, 360 degrees. You've got an incredible view of the pool, which is right to your left, and then as you look out, you're just right above the harbor, looking out at the coastline and all the boats passing by. It's stunning.
Beautiful. They also have a number of restaurants on property, which we did not try, but they all look absolutely beautiful. There's a traditional Chinese restaurant, there's a deli, kind of a takeaway restaurant, and the farmhouse, which is where they serve breakfast as well. So next time, we'll give that a try.
And one more thing to mention, we're here right now during what most of Asia refers to as the festive season, from this period of just before Christmas through the holidays, and it is just so above and beyond all the decor that they've put up. There's Christmas ornaments everywhere, there's Christmas trees around every turn, big wreaths in pretty much every part of the hotel. It's just, it really feels alive and Christmassy. And our seventh and final category is style.
Style, we rate 5 stars. When we look at style, we look at consistency, and if you feel like you're in the area that you're actually in when you close the blinds. And this Hyatt Centric nails it across the board. The style is modern, it's elegant, it's got that Asian decor and flair and some of the artwork, and the lighting, again, is just insane.
Yeah, and they've done so many things to tie the style together throughout the hotel, from having really gorgeous wallpapers that are different but complement each other, from what's in the hallway to what's in the elevator to what's in the rooms. And as we mentioned earlier in the review, the lighting is exceptional and everything is super well planned. So when you look at the club, one of the things that we noticed immediately was, wow, look how well lit our food is. Our food looked incredible. And then as you look around, you realize it wasn't just like, oh, they built the room and then after the fact they decided to put chairs and tables and where they'd be. All of the lights, all of the recessed lighting that was built directly over every single one of the tables in a really delicate and subtle way.
Yeah.
They're all small recessed lights, but then they also have all of these accent lights that they've added behind everything. So when you turn all the lights on in the room, it just gives this incredible glow. And you can tell behind us, you know, sometimes when we make these reviews, we try really hard to find the best angle in the room to make sure that we have nice little accent lights. But like, look behind us, you have all of these accent lights that are just kind of automatically accenting the room and all these great reflections, and it makes the room feel so cozy and modern.
Overall, we rate this hotel 4.6 stars. This has been an incredible night and we were both regretting having to leave today.
Yeah, unfortunately, we only got to spend one night here, and as we mentioned earlier, we flew Hong Kong Airlines, and if you haven't checked out that video, make sure to check it out. Hong Kong Airlines changed our reservation about 5 times, and eventually we ended up having to come to Hong Kong a day early, which now that we get to stay at the Hyatt Centric,
thank God,
we're super excited that we did.
Yeah. It's been an amazing stay. We're really bummed to leave today, but if you're looking for a place to stay in Hong Kong, I would definitely recommend checking it out, particularly if you have a bank of Hyatt points stocked up. Save it for the club lounge. It's definitely worth the upgrade.
And if you haven't checked out our article about the Hyatt credit card, which again is in no way sponsored, we don't work with Hyatt, we don't get anything for you signing up for the credit card, but of all of the credit cards in our wallet, it is one of the credit cards that we recommend the highest because Hyatt in particular has a great points valuation, and you're now able to use those Hyatt points at so many different places. So if you're somebody that's traveling and trying to go stay at places, but you're not really looking to spend a lot of money on your hotel rooms, that's one of the ways that we got started traveling a lot in the first place, was we were staying at Hyatts pretty much everywhere we went because we were able to use those Hyatt points and convert them for a really high value.
Yeah, so definitely check out the link below.
So again, if you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up. And if you don't already, be sure to subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. So for more from Hong Kong, be sure to stay tuned for another 20 seconds or so you can see the end screen and see all the videos that we have. And go check us out on our blog at voyagerguru.com and our Instagram at voyagerguru.
As always, I'm Maren.
And I'm Max.
And we're Voyager Guru. See you out there.